Hello? Can anybody hear me? Throughout this whole week, I've barely seen Sunflower. She leaves before the sun rises and returns by evening. She works at a tailor shop. She works with someone else. I forgot his name. He's human too. It's not one of those famous rich people shops. It's a shop for travelers and tourists. Creatures from all kinds of worlds can get custom made clothes there. She once told me about a man with 3 arms, two on his sides and one on his back. She said they're the only shop in the whole city that does that. She told me they're overflowing with requests. That's why she works so late. I doubt that's the whole reason, but I also knew if I asked, I don't know her well enough to get an honest answer. All of this made me decide I should seek work as well. I haven't decided what I'll do yet, but when I told Sunflower, she said it was a good idea. She told me Esther knows quite a lot about this place and its occupations. A few hours later, she called Esther and asked if he would come by. She didn't even have to say why. He just told her he'd be there. And that was that. 2 sunsets later, I nervously paraded around the house. I wanted to prepare snacks, but ended up not. It was pouring outside, and Sunflower had taken the umbrella. The rain here almost boils. Plants and masks are adapted to survive. Humans are not. If the rain falls on you, it burns. One droplet doesn't do much damage. A whole rain shower is a different story. The moment I heard a noise, I jumped up and rushed to the door, almost tripping over a wayward mug. Less than a second after his first knock, I'd already opened it. Est stood there, his hand still in the air. He said it was nice to see me again. I quickly stepped aside to let him in. As he walked in, I swooped the mug off the floor. The way he offered me a glass of water made it clear he was more comfortable in this house than I was. I took the glass and awkwardly started explaining that I wanted to find a job. Saying it out loud felt like admitting to myself that I wasn't going to get out of this place anytime soon. Esther noticed, but didn't say anything about it. He started talking about all the jobs I could do. Some I recognized from Earth, some I didn't. One stood out: photography. I didn't really know what it meant here, so I interrupted Esther's list and asked him about it. He smiled and said I picked well. It's similar to Earth here, only it's an actual occupation, a respected one. It's not easy on the emotional part, though, he told me. Photographers don't interfere. They capture the event. They don't try to stop it. If someone gets beaten up, he said, you can't step in between the two. You just capture the pain and show it to others. The more people who know, the more people who will do something about it. But photography, he said, can do more than just capture. It can show you part of the picture instead of the full picture. That made me frown. I asked him what he meant. He gave me an example. A man hits a dog. Who's at fault? He asked. The man, I said, still not sure where this was going. Now let's zoom out, he continued. The man hit the dog because the dog was jumping on the kid. Who's at fault now? The dog, I said, finally starting to understand. And we can go even further, he said. The dog jumped the kid because the kid was teasing it with a treat. Who's at fault now? The kid? The parents for not watching him? I opened my mouth to answer, but he cut me off. That, my dear, he said, is perspective. A thing only a photographer can give to a crowd. If you do it well, you can make the whole city believe whatever you want them to believe.